Hey, good morning, YouTubers. I am trying something new. I'm using a microphone on this video, so hopefully the quality of the audio will be better than the previous videos that I've done. But I'm going to do a tour of what's in bloom and what's in spike today. And apologize. I'm using an old iPhone 5, so I don't have a pause button on the videos, so this may be a little rough going back and forth between my orchids here in my grow area, so bear with me. But at least the sound quality is better, I hope. Okay. This first orchid is a catasetum. It's a very reliable one, and there is the name. It's been in bloom about a week and a half, and as I was bringing it out, so I grow it outdoors, and I bring it in when it's in bloom to enjoy. As I was bringing it outdoor this morning, I hit one of the little pistil area of the orchid. I think it's called pistil area, and it's where the pollinator is. And I have dropped that, or had it stuck right there. It came off of the orchid. And so that one is off, and it fell on the floor, so I just saved it over here so you can see what it looks like. And there it is. Whoops, I just dropped that in the basket now. Oh well. Okay. But anyway, this is what it looks like when it's still intact and hasn't come loose. Can you see that little area right there where there's a yellow tab almost, and then there isn't one here. So maybe I can film it with this profile. You can see it better. Nope, it's not going to focus for me. But anyway, this is the area right there. That little center is where that little yellow thing. But anyway, the scent of this orchid's amazing, and it will bloom for me for a long time if I didn't accidentally dislodge like on that one. So I think this one will only last for a couple more days maybe, but the rest of it will still be good as long as I don't dislodge that little area, that little pollinator area. All right, let's move on to the next orchid that is in bloom or in spike. I have this, let's see, I think it's a Miltassia. She's in spike. Let me see if I can find the tag. Nope, no tag. Ah, there it is. All right, so this is, I'm sorry, not a Miltassia, Bellera, Patricia McCulley. This is Belleria Patricia McCulley. It is, so it had a little bit of aphids throughout the summer, but I cleaned it with alcohol, and I think it's better in health now. But it had been blooming this summer, all summer. The bloom spikes, lots of bloom spikes on it. Lots more bloom spike, but it's starting back again in bloom, and there it is. It's got a beautiful purple fuchsia color, but it's in bud. All right, and I think, let's see what else. This guy here. So this is a denphao, my favorites. Super easy to grow, and I have stuck 3 of them all together in a basket, and I do not remember what colors they are. So we have one here, and one is has a little baby growing. 2 here, and then a third one here. Second one's right here, third one's right here, and it looks like this middle one is white. And there's a white bloom, and it looks like maybe the left one is also white because I don't see any coloration inside the bulbs or inside the little buds. Yeah, looks like these might be white too, which is great. I actually was looking to see where my white one was, and there it is. The next one that is in spike and in almost opening, I think. This is Dendrobium baranidal. This guy is a first-time bloomer for me. And there's a spike there forming also. And another one right here forming. And up here, so 4 spikes. And this baranidal, I had received about a tiny cutting two bulbs, two little bulbs a while back. I think it's this one. And it grew like this much in 3 years. So, but it's a first time bloomer for me, so I can't wait to see it. And then this next one that is in bud or in spike is one of my favorite. It is the Brassavola nodosa, little star. There's a spike. There's a spike, and of course you know this one is super fragrant, super fragrant. Really nice. And then here's another spike. This is not in heavy bloom as some can be, so, and I've probably damaged quite a bit of it with too much sun. That's sun damage right there. So right here too. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm going to bring you to my Brassavola hybrid area. Sorry, the sun is in my eye, so I hope this is going to film okay. So this guy is my most frequent bloomer, as I call it. It's lime sherbet. Let's see, yeah. So this is lime sherbet and B. nodosa times B. nodosa. And so this is the bud that's coming out right here, which is great because he just finished blooming right here. Literally the bud just dropped sometime. The last bud just dropped sometime today. And there's that was like earlier this summer. And I think this one might have been earlier this year too. All right, then next one. I think this guy is in bud. Yeah, look here. Yeah, so this one is in bud. This is a new one for me. Never, first time bloomer, never bloomed before. This one is, let me see if I can find that bud for you. There it is. All right, so it's a pretty good sized bud. And the name, let's see if we can find a name. The name is, kind of hard to pull that name off here. Let me see. Can you see that? There. It's dial snowflake times little star. So hopefully you'll get some fragrance from the little star part, and it's going to be white. So this is a first time bloomer for me too. All right, and then this one, lots of sheath forming, lots and lots. This is the Makai Mayumi, or Meikei, maybe Meikei or Makai, but lots of little sheath forming. One right there. Where am I not seeing this right now? Yeah, right there. Another one right there in the middle. This one had, let's see, yeah, there's a bigger one right there. Now, so this one's been bloomed before last year, and it's usually around, almost Christmas time, I think. So we still have a couple of months to develop this first. But it's a fairly healthy plant. Just looking to see what's wrong down there. It's all bent. Okay. And this one was given to me, a cutting, but I haven't seen him bloom yet. But there's another bloom sheath there. All right. Okay, a lot more dendrobiums coming up here. So this is the one I usually featured. I'm sorry for the mess down here. This is the hybrid of Dendrobium phalaenopsis and some sort of antelope. This is the big giant one right here. See if you can see that from the sun. So much sun on it right now on my camera, so I apologize. And here's another spike coming. This is the super tall one, of course. I move it further into the sun since the weather is nice now. All right, so this one is a Dendrobium phalaenopsis, another one. And you see how dark the spike area is, because this one is a dark red one. And I have another one that's a dark red, but for some reason it's not quite the same orchid. You can tell because you can see that the leaves are slightly different from the other one. from the other, it's a Dendrobium phalaenopsis also with deep red, and the other one's called Wine Delight, I think. I featured that before. But this one has a no name, it's from Lowe's. And it doesn't quite have the same leaf, slightly different. This is one that's more oblong, and the other one is more oval, I think. But we'll see, we'll take a look at that later. All right, and this is one of my favorite ones because it's so scented. You see this bud on that one right there? Lots of buds coming up. I can't wait. So this guy is a yellow orchid, slightly pale green mixed in there, and it's super fragrant. It's called Royal Genting. It's a mid-sized Dendrobium phalaenopsis, which is great because it doesn't get gigantic like the ones I showed you earlier. So, all right. Okay, and this one is a Doritis, I believe it's called. Here's the plant. So Doritis, and there is the spike. I'm not sure what happened, but I lost one of the spike right here. It broke in half one day, and I don't think it, I don't know what happened actually. I don't think I'm not sure if I just swacked it by mistake or something, but anyway, it's a fairly large plant, and will probably divide this off and give some to a friend soon because it's like overtaking the pot. So, but this guy blooms also, I remember last year towards Thanksgiving, so he'll be opening up soon. That's my grapefruit tree, by the way, gigantic guy here. See some grapefruits there. I'll be able to pick them probably Christmas or January. All right, so in this next one, let me stick in the same area. So this is a little miniature Dendrobium, and it is the Diamond Queen. Yeah, Diamond Queen. And it's been blooming for a while now, at least a month, I believe. I had it on the last video, I believe, sometime in October or September. I couldn't remember. Yeah, September. So let me see if I can go to the other Dendrobium that I see in bloom right now. All right. This one is, so this one is the mini purple, the Dendrobium mini purple. And he was doing great last year and had some spider mite issues, as I said before, in this one. And so it's been blooming. I had it inside, so I'm taking it out right now. I think I'm going to leave it out because it's probably at its end of blooming. But it gives off a lot of keikis. Lots of tiny little keikis all around. See there? Okay, let's see where next. Oh, this is quite a surprise. So I'm going to see if I can go over there and see if I can get to it. So one day I just kind of discovered the bloom on the bud forming on this guy, and it is a first-time bloomer for me. Let me bring it over here. I'm sorry. All right, there you go. There. So this is an orchid that I got at Lowe's, and it's by Better Grow. It's one of those bag babies. It's called Marie's Glory. It says is white with pink tips on the petal. And it's, I remember seeing the picture a while back. I think it's fairly dainty, really cute. So I cannot wait to see this orchid in bloom. The bud, let me see, this bud it's fair size, not super big, that's fair, so it's, yeah. But, so this is sort of like so it's a BLC, so it's sort of like it reminds me, the bud reminds me more of a Cattleya bud because it has Cattleya in it, for me, I think of a BLC normally more of a oblong bud, but it's more like a round one on this one. So maybe there's more cattleya in it. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can put this back without breaking the bud. All right. All right, let's go to an, oh, yeah. Yes, I've got 2 more that I want to show you, or 3 more. All right, so sorry about all this movement here, but this guy, okay, so this guy is my, one of my biggest dendrobium, and some of the petals are already falling off. And he smells like fresh flowers basically right now. But this, it's got several 4 sprays of bloom, and I just love the color. It's just so pastel-like, I guess, pastel color. It's very soft. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, I got 2 more. Let me see if I can bring you to that area. Sorry, let me cover my camera so I don't show you all the mess behind here. All right. So this is a pale pink one, and this guy is also a no name from Lowe's. I've gotten it for a while now. This one I remember was a rescue one because it was in really bad shape a year ago when I got it, but here it is now. Really loving this color, just very soft too. All right, and got another bud still yet. So he's been blooming for about, a couple of weeks now. So, and I think he's gonna bloom for a while. And then this one, I think you've seen it plenty of time already. This is a Wine Delight. This one is the, yeah, Velvet Melody Wine Delight. Okay. And he's starting to fade a little bit. Okay. And this is the one that I was comparing to from the other one that I showed you earlier that's in spike that has no name from Lowe's. And so the leaves are slightly different. This guy, the leaves are curling up, and I don't know if it's natural for it to do that, or is it something that the way that I'm growing it that's doing that. But this is the only denphal that is doing this curling up thing. The leaves are just curling back in. I don't know why. And you see how this leaf is much more oval. It doesn't look like it's oval, but it's more oval when it's laid out flat, but it's curling in that makes it look like it's not oval. But, and it's a much, I don't know, broader leaf. Anyway, I don't know why it's curling in, but I'm just assuming it's naturally doing that because I don't see any sign of sickness. And this guy's got lots of spikes, got 4 spikes. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. Apologize, but this is a bit of a long video. But hopefully the sound quality is better. I just wish I am able to pause my videos because this is an iPhone 5 and won't pause for me. All right, thank you. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.